courtroom that morning felt alive with tension. A single beam of winter light cut through the blinds, glinting off the brass plaque that read, City of Providence Municipal Court. At the defense table stood Mark Daniels, a broad-shouldered man in his 40s, his knuckles white against the wood. His teenage son sat 2 rows behind, eyes down, clutching his phone like a lifeline. The clerk's voice droned through the charges: reckless driving, speeding 40 miles over the limit in a residential zone. People shifted in their seats. The father's jaw worked, and his breathing grew uneven. You could sense the pressure building in him, the guilt, the frustration, the shame. Judge Caprio adjusted his glasses. He'd seen hundreds of angry defendants before. But this one was different. This wasn't arrogance. It was pain, boiling into defiance. The father muttered something under his breath. The sound was quiet, but sharp enough to draw the gallery's attention. A single word escaped clearly: unbelievable. Caprio looked up from his notes, meeting the man's eyes. For a long second, neither spoke. The room held its breath. "Mr. Daniels," Judge Caprio began, voice steady as stone, "you've been charged with reckless driving, 40 miles over the limit, with your child in the car. Do you realize how dangerous that is?" Daniels' head shot up. "You think I don't know that?" His voice cracked with raw emotion. "You sit up there like you've never made a mistake. My son could have died." Gasps rippled through the courtroom. The bailiff's boots scraped forward on instinct. Caprio didn't blink. "Lower your voice," he said calmly. "I'm a good father." Daniel slammed a palm against the table. "I made one mistake. One mistake." His words echoed off the walls. Caprio leaned back slightly, hands folded. "A mistake," he repeated. "Mr. Daniels, that one mistake could have turned into a funeral." The father's breathing slowed. The words landed like heavy stones. His anger flickered. Still there, but dimmer now, replaced by something that looked a lot like regret. The judge's pen stopped tapping. His tone dropped into something cold and final. "Mr. Daniels, sit down." The man stayed standing, chest heaving. Caprio's gaze hardened. "Sit. Down. Now." The order wasn't loud, but it carried a gravity that silenced even the murmurs in the gallery. Daniels hesitated, then slowly lowered himself into the chair, shoulders stiff. "This isn't your kitchen," Caprio continued evenly. "This is a courtroom. We don't shout here. We don't lose control here. You'll speak with respect, or you won't speak at all." The man's defiance cracked. He swallowed hard. The boy behind him stared, wide-eyed, seeing his father silent for the first time. A soft hum filled the space. Fluorescent lights, air vents, the whisper of restored order. In that stillness, Caprio's presence filled the room like quiet thunder. Authority didn't need to shout. It just needed to stand firm. The silence stretched before Daniels finally spoke. His voice came out smaller. "I wasn't angry at you, Your Honor. I was angry at myself." He rubbed his face, his hand trembling. "I've been working nights, barely home. My son wanted to drive somewhere, and I thought, just once, I could make it up to him. Then He broke off. "I almost killed him." Caprio exhaled softly. "You were trying to be a good father," he said. "But good fathers protect first, not prove themselves behind the wheel." Daniels nodded, eyes glassy. "I know." Caprio looked past him to the boy. "You've got a father who cares enough to lose his temper in front of the world. That's rare. Learn from it. And Mr. Daniels, learn to control it." The man's lip quivered, then he nodded again. The tension that had once filled the room now turned to quiet understanding. The kind that doesn't need applause, just silence. Caprio tapped his pen once. "Here's my ruling. The fine stays as written. Your license will be suspended for 30 days. Use that time wisely. Spend it with your son, not behind a wheel, but beside him." Daniel's eyes brimmed. "Thank you, Your Honor." The father turned to his son. The boy stood, stepped forward, and hugged him. Awkward, shy, but real. A ripple of emotion moved through the courtroom. As they left, Caprio leaned back, a faint smile ghosting his face. "Sometimes," he murmured to the clerk, "the hardest lesson isn't for the guilty, it's for the proud." He raised the gavel once, let it fall. Thud. The echo rolled across the room, sealing both the punishment and the peace. Anger can look like strength, but real strength is control. In a single moment, Judge Caprio turned fury into humility and reminded everyone watching that discipline isn't about punishment, it's about peace. If this story moved you, friends, share where you're watching from. And remember, true authority speaks softly, but it never shakes. Subscribe for more stories where real justice meets real humanity.